to struggle with migraines and anemia for a long time until I found this. Beetroot changed my life. I never knew a single food could make such a huge difference in my health, but beetroot changed my life. And this is my story. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I share real and natural ways to help you feel amazing from the inside. Today, I'm opening up about my health journey, how I moved from feeling fatigued, lazy, tired, and painful to feeling more energized, clear-headed, stronger, and let's say fit enough to face anything that comes my way during the day. And it all started with beetroot. Yes, beetroot. For as long as I can remember, I struggled with anemia and my iron levels were always low. I was constantly weak and exhausted. Simple tasks drained me and my energy was practically non-existent. On top of that, I suffered from intense migraines. In fact, it's the migraines that make me know that my blood level has dropped very low again. I tried iron supplements, painkillers, and even tried some lifestyle changes, but nothing truly helped until I decided to go natural. Here's my story. So during my last pregnancy, I lost a lot of blood to the point of being infused with blood because I was anemic after childbirth and my PCV level was really low. So I got infused, but even after being infused, I still needed to keep doing something to keep my blood level intact, right? So a relative of mine at that point introduced me to beetroot. She talked about beetroot to me and I was wondering, what was she talking about? But she told me that I shouldn't worry, that she would get me a beet juice the next day. So the next day, she brought me this juice in the hospital. Remember, I just had a baby. She brought me beet juice in the hospital and I tasted it. It didn't have the best taste, to be honest. But because I know I needed it, like I needed it, right? So I didn't have a problem with it. I took it constantly from the time I had my baby. I was taking it very constantly and I noticed that the weakness disappeared and I started feeling a lot better. Now fast forward to 2 years after. I think my baby was about 2 years when I relocated from Nigeria to Canada. And remember this, right after relocation, the stress is always a lot. I'll give you a bit of a background. When you relocate from a country where you have help, where you have family members, not just family, a lot of them around, and it's cheap to have help, right? To a country like Canada, where you're on your own, practically on your own, where you are not even used to the food yet, where you don't even have those fresh foods you used to eat back home, right? And at that time, I had my 3 kids under 6, if you know what I mean as a mom. I want you to put in the comments if you can relate with what I'm saying. You have 3 kids without help, just you and your husband under 6, right? Everything was just, life was just life at that time, if you ask me. It was a season of my life that whenever I look back at, I'm just like, God, this can only be God. How I pulled through that period was just God. So back to my story. When I relocated with the whole stress going on, because I was stressed and I was also looking, I've always been a working mom, so staying at home wasn't my thing. So when I got a job with the whole stress My kids were in 3 different schools at the time, so many things were going on around me, and I didn't even notice that my health was deteriorating. My health was just going down. Let's just use simple English. Deteriorating. Anyway, my health was suffering, and I knew it not. So at some point, I noticed that on my way to work, I would be feeling like I was going to drop. When I mean drop, I mean like I was going to faint. I was feeling like I was not in control of my body. That was the first symptoms I started noticing. Like I was not in control of my body. Like, like I was floating. That was how I was feeling. That feeling continued for a bit because I felt it was just something constant. And that is what's called lightheaded. I was feeling lightheaded. But I didn't know what it was. I didn't know, but I knew I wasn't just feeling right. I decided to visit the hospital, and I had a test done, and the test came out that I was anemic. And it was a concern for the doctor that I was anemic, really anemic. I'm a very picky eater, so I knew I wasn't eating well. My nutrition was just zero at the time. I was eating anything I feel like. I wasn't paying attention to my health. So I knew that I had to make certain changes again. And luckily, I remembered beetroot. The pineapples we get in this part of the world is not as sweet and juicy as the ones we get back home. These ones can give you 10 slaps. I want to try this out. It's dealing with my teeth. I had the guts to even try this. And don't ever try to chew pineapple because it gives me this. Well, I don't know how to explain it. Next will be our ginger. I love ginger. I am a ginger fan. So, but I won't put a lot because I'm not the only one. My family members will want to drink it. They would like to take some with me. So I would use, and I said this is organic ginger. So if you don't like it, don't use a lot of it. This is really hot, but I love it because it has a lot of health benefits that I've highlighted. So probably I'll just use this bit so that others don't tolerate it like I do, and also take the juice with me. We're done with all our fruits. I'll wash the ginger. I'm not going to peel it. Since I'm juicing, I can use the back. And it's organic, right? Off I went. I got beetroot. I started preparing different juices and smoothies. Honestly, the doctor put me on iron supplements, which I was always taking every day. I started taking those supplements every day, and I also continued taking my juices and my smoothies. Guess what? Before I knew it, I was getting better. How did I know I was getting better? All those lightheadedness stopped. All those fainty feeling stopped. I felt more in control of myself. I felt like I had my life back. So I knew that whatever I was doing was working. And to confirm that what I was doing was working, I stopped taking the blood supplement, the iron supplements, and just decided to focus on the beetroot. And why did I even stop? Because when I go back to buy the iron supplements, I would explain, especially if I didn't go with the bottle of the last one I bought. So it was becoming stressful trying to explain to them, and when I go there, I would not be able to get, it's kind of difficult to get certain medications over the counter. So I did that a couple of times and I just couldn't keep up. I said, well, let me just keep taking these juices and smoothies and see if I'll feel better. And of course, I felt better. When I had my next test done, I think it was about a year's time because I do my yearly medical checkup, and when I had it done, my PCB level was looking good. That was why I knew that what I was doing was working. And that is why I can boldly stand here and say to anyone that is anemic or going through the things I'm going to mention, or that is going to, for me, majorly, what I want to highlight today is anemia, because it is what I know that was wrong with me, and Beetroot helped me deal with it. What made me always know that I had my blood PCB level was low was the migraines. When I begin to have constant migraines and headaches. And again, I'm going to point out something. You may want to wonder, oh, we are eating well or whatever. As women or as moms, some of the contraceptives we use, like for me, I use the IUD. Okay, the IUD, one of the side effects for me was heavy monthly flow. So you may want to check, if you use IUD, are you having a huge or a heavy menstrual flow on a monthly basis? And for someone like me that has a short cycle of 24 days, imagine, it means I need to be replenishing as fast as I can. So you see why I was anemic? So for those that have those kind of, that have IUD on or they're experiencing heavy flow as a result of the contraceptives they're using, you will want to make Beetroot your friend. It will help you. It's not about going to the hospitals every day. I tried all of that thing, all those things that they asked me, and it's not bad to try them. But all I'm just saying is, a little life change here and there could be what you've been looking for. Okay, we're done with juicing, and this is what we have. I'm going to apply some here at augmentation. If you have storage bottles like this, you can also store your juices for the week. And then this is where I store mine in the fridge. You can use your mason jars, you can use whichever one you have at home. You can serve. I didn't use a lot, so this is all we have. I already know what it tastes like because we added pineapple to it, so it will be amazing. It is so good. The every taste of beetroot isn't even like, I can't even taste it in the juice. The pineapple has marks all those things. So if you're one of those that think that, oh, I don't like beetroot because of the taste or the earthy taste, I'll recommend you add a sweet fruit to it, like pineapple and ginger. The ginger is doing its thing. I'm gonna tell you, I can feel it in my throat. You can add oranges, you can add the last time I added apples, I added carrots to it, which is a game changer for your skin. And for this, it gives your digestive system, it's going to be intact, and the beets is going to help with to clean your, a lot of things actually. I'll try this now. So good. What can be better than this? So this is the juice. I almost finished it. And this is the smoothie. It is really good. Now I would like to hear from you. Have you ever tried beetroot before? Have you ever taken it as a smoothie or a juice? Or even if you haven't tried it, drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts about this juice. And also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't for more natural health and wellness tips. Till I come your way next time, I hope you have a fantastic week. Take care of you because it is the body that makes the money. So if you're in good health, then you can make money. Alright? See you in the next one.